Living with the Kia EV2 for a few years, you start to notice what this car really promises and what it quietly delivers. At first glance, it's easy to get caught up in the sleek lines of the steel blue paint or the minimalist interior, but over time, the details that affect your daily life become more apparent. The cabin feels uncluttered and thoughtfully organized, which sounds trivial, but after months of commuting, running errands, and weekend trips, the space works with you rather than against you. Small storage solutions, intuitive touchpoints, and a sense of openness make a difference when you're juggling groceries, gear, or a laptop between meetings. One of the first things you notice is how this EV handles the daily grind. It's not about being the fastest SUV on the block, it's about the ease and consistency of life with an electric vehicle. The battery range is calibrated to cover most city and suburban needs without anxiety, and the charging infrastructure is increasingly reliable. You do have to plan a bit for longer trips, but that's a minor trade-off for the smoothness and quietness of driving that only an EV delivers. Over the years, that quietness becomes more than a novelty. It reshapes your sense of what commuting feels like. No engine drone, no sudden vibrations, just steady, predictable progress. The driving experience balances composure and responsiveness in a way that rewards confidence rather than excitement. Steering is precise, suspension is tuned to absorb bumps without isolating you from the road, and the regenerative braking system is calibrated to feel natural. In practice, that means less fatigue during longer drives and fewer surprises on unpredictable city streets. It's a design choice that doesn't shout, but it quietly improves your life, day in and day out. Step inside, and the interior reflects the same philosophy. The infotainment system isn't just a touchscreen with a lot of apps. It's designed to present the information you need when you need it. Voice commands are surprisingly capable, and the haptic feedback keeps you connected to controls without constant glances. Climate controls and seating adjustments are logically placed, and the materials, while not extravagant, strike a balance between durability and comfort. Living with this vehicle, you start to appreciate that thoughtful restraint in design. It won't impress a crowd at a car show, but it won't feel dated or frustrating 3 years down the line either. Now, let's pause for a second. Have you ever noticed how some electric vehicles feel like a compromise the moment you hit the highway? The EV2 avoids that. Acceleration is steady, merging is smooth, and the weight distribution gives it a planted feel without being heavy or cumbersome. It's the kind of driving experience that feels safe, predictable, and, dare I say, pleasantly confident in a way you only notice after months of ownership. On the outside, the steel blue finish doesn't just look good, it communicates something subtle about this vehicle's identity. It's modern, understated, and practical. Panels and lights are designed with aerodynamics and efficiency in mind, not just style, which contributes to range and reduces noise. Over time, you notice how much these small choices affect everyday life, from quieter cabin experience to slightly lower energy costs. Where this SUV really finds its place is in versatility and reliability. The EV2 isn't the sportiest option in its segment, and it doesn't pretend to be. Its strength lies in offering consistent, adaptable utility. Daily commuting, weekend adventures, and city errands all fit seamlessly. Owners who prioritize a fuss-free experience with minimal upkeep will appreciate how components are engineered for long-term durability. Fewer moving parts than a traditional SUV mean fewer surprises in the garage, which is exactly what you want when life is busy. Technology here feels purposeful. Safety systems, driver aids, and energy management tools are calibrated to reduce stress, not to distract or overwhelm. You get reassurance, not gimmicks, and over time that translates to a genuine feeling of security and trust in the car. Even as software updates arrive, they tend to refine the experience rather than overhaul it, which matters when you plan to keep the EV2 for several years. So who does this vehicle suit best? It's for someone who values calm, competent reliability over flash. someone who appreciates a car that integrates into daily life without drawing constant attention. And it's for people who understand the subtle benefits of electric driving, smoothness, efficiency, and lower operational complexity, without expecting a thrill ride every time they press the accelerator. In the end, the Kia EV2 in steel blue is not about headline numbers or instant excitement. It's about living with a vehicle that quietly supports your lifestyle, that respects your time, and that holds up over years without drama. You realize after a while that these are the qualities that define real-world value. And when you notice them, you also start to understand what this SUV is really trying to offer. Dependable, thoughtful mobility that fits seamlessly into life, not the other way around.